welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today I've decided I'm going to pull an all-nighter to try and tackle some of my physical TBR. I think what inspired this is I started my reread of Fourth Wing earlier this evening, and it's just a book I want to sit and binge, and then I feel like if I stay up all night reading it, I'll probably finish it at a point where I might as well read another book and stay up. So right now when I'm filming this, it's just about 12 and I'm just going to stay up for basically as long as I can. My aim is to finish at least 2 books, possibly 3. I'm not sure what my pacing will be. I am quite tired at the moment, but I did pick up this coffee from the shop earlier, so I'm gonna have that. Coffee I have a love-hate relationship with. Because I have ADHD, it either like makes me ping in like so awake, or I completely crash. So I'm hoping I won't crash, but if I do crash, I'll just have another one and hope that it counteracts. That is my plan. I am currently 77 pages into Fourth Wing and I'm just really enjoying it. I wanted to reread it now because then next month I can read I Am Flame, or early January before Onyx Storm comes out. I gave this originally 5 stars. Listen, I've heard the hate about it. I don't want to hear it. I loved it. I think it's because Divergent has such a special place in my heart, and this is so similar. It's like Divergent with dragons. But I didn't enjoy I Am Flame. I found it really boring. I was not interested, but I was kind of in a slump around that point. Like, no books were interesting me. I'm hoping whenever I read I Am Flame, especially since there won't be like a year in between them or whatever it was, I will enjoy it a bit more, and then Onyx Storm will come out. So that's the plan. So I'm definitely going to finish this tonight. I don't have any other book in mind for this video. I'm going to have my coffee now, but I am a lactose intolerant girly and they don't do these with milk alternatives, so I just take these. I take a couple of them and then I'm able to drink coffee. Should I have shaken up? Silly Willy. Also, I have a full face of makeup on because I cannot sleep with makeup on, so that can't happen. That is so yummy. I used to have these all the time at uni. I've not had one in literally like a year. So that is the plan. I'm gonna go and continue with Fourth Wing. I am still really enjoying it. I really hope I give it a 5 stars again. I assume I will. I don't think my opinion will have changed, because also it's just taken me right back to where I was when I first read it, and I'm so obsessed with it. So I'm loving that so far. I'm just going to cozy up in bed, I think, read a book. I might put on like, I'm going to see if they have any of like the I'm going to see if they have any of like the book ambiance things like from the college and stuff. That would be interesting. I wonder how this is going to go, because I'm not that tired yet, but this could be a problem. Plus it's only midnight. I don't even usually sleep by now. I usually sleep like 1 to 2. We'll see how things get after that. So I will probably update you maybe hourly, I guess, whenever I have any thoughts. I'm gonna go cozy up with this now. It's just about 1 AM now and I'm in the middle of the thrashing scene. If you've read this book, you know what happens in that scene, and honestly, why do I feel like I'm gonna cry? Like, I'm getting emotional at this scene, let alone the rest of the book. Like, I know I loved this book, but I didn't know I was so emotionally invested towards it. But oh, it's actually just making me so emotional thinking of the dragons. I didn't realise I was this attached to the dragons. dragons just spoke to her for the first time, and I literally felt it in my chest. I've made it quite a bit of the way in, to be honest. I have finished my coffee and I'm feeling good at the moment, but I think that's because I'm absolutely like entranced in this book. Like, it reads like a film. I don't know whether that makes sense to anybody else, because obviously books are meant to play out like that, but some books just fly by and you can just see all the scenes so well in your head, and I feel like this is one of those books. I'm surprised at how much I remember of this book. I've got memory problems. I don't remember book plots very well / characters, but this, like, I feel like everything that's happened so far I've remembered. I think it's the second one where I have no idea what happened. I know the ending because that's crazy, but all the lead up. My problem with Iron Flame was that it felt so, like, just felt like a huge information dump. Like, it was overwhelming, and it's so much longer than Fourth Wing. It just wasn't up my street, but I'm hoping if I kind of read these back to back, it'll flow a bit better, and then I will be prepared for Onyx Storm, which is going to be crazy thinking about it now. I'm feeling emotional already. I remember when I first read this book, I was sobbing at the ending. My friend was here, and I think we'd both been book shopping that day, both just reading in my bed, and I just was sobbing, and she was like, that is where I'm up to. So I'm going to continue. It's like painful to read, but like good pain. So yeah, I find it really hard to kind of update a reread because I don't want to give spoilers obviously, but I kind of know how I'm going to feel each part because you know what's coming, but I'm going to try my best. So that is my update for right now, and I guess I'll just keep updating you throughout the night. It's now about 2 AM and I'm on page 310, and to be honest I don't really know what to update at this point because they're kind of just getting ready for graduation. She's waiting to get her signet. The tension between her and Xaden, I think that's how you pronounce it, tension between them two is crazy, and I'm just loving it. Like, I just get sucked into this book and I don't even realise that I'm reading. Like, it's flying by. I've got less than 200 pages left. I may finish this maybe half three. I feel like towards the end sometimes I can read a lot quicker because everything's kind of happening, so you're just pacing through the pages. But I'm like in the back of my mind thinking what I'm going to read after, and I honestly have no idea. I think it might have to be like a fluffy cutesy romance because I'm not sure at that time I'll have the brain power for anything else. I might as well wait to update you when I've finished the book because I've only got, like I said, less than 200 pages left, and I feel like it will just fly by, so I will speak to you then. It's 3:30 and I have just finished Fourth Wing. I'm talking quietly because I don't want to wake anybody up, but I still have tears in my eyes. Of course this is still a 5-star. I cried twice at the same parts that I cried it before. It made me really excited for Iron Flame. This was very, very good. I'm glad I reread it, and my heart is sore, so my next book needs to not be so painful. I'm gonna grab some options off my shelves and then then we can decide what I'm going to read next. I feel like the two books that are calling my name are Just Another Love Song by Kerry Winfred or Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer, Grumpy Sunshine Hockey Romance, or I think this is Second Chance, and I think he's a country singer, but I might have made that up. I think I might go with this one. I think it's shorter. It's only, yeah, it's like just over 300 pages, so I'm going to read this one next. I don't know whether I'll get to anything after this, because I feel like the last 100 pages of this, if it wasn't a battle scene, I would have been struggling because I was getting tired. I'm going to start this one. This has been on my TBR for so long. Look at how cute the cover is. I'm obsessed with that. So yeah, I'm going to start this now. I will update you in a little while. I'm hoping this is just easy to get into. I don't really want to have to use a lot of brain power. I will speak to you in a little while. I'm struggling so much right now. On page 9 of this book, and it's been half an hour. How am I going to get through this? I might have to go and make a drink. I'm going to go and make a drink. Maybe just like a cup of tea would do the job. And then I'm going to try get into this. I'm now just over 100 pages in Just Another Love Song, and honestly it has taken me so long to read just these 100 pages. I think it's because I'm so tired. The cup of tea did nothing, but I can't say I'm loving it right now. I don't mind the guy in this, he seems alright so far, but honestly this woman, she's a gardener, which is quite boring for me, and it's a second chance romance, and they were together for a little bit in high school, and then 15 years later he's a country singer back in the small town where she's a gardener. And she is just so repetitive of like, he chased his dreams and I didn't, like I stayed here in this small town, like she feels sad when she sees him because she's like, I didn't get to follow my dreams. Why not? It's been 15 years, get out of there. Like it's like every chapter is mentioning how he's followed his dreams and she's not. Like she couldn't get to the college she wanted to go to 15 years ago, and it's like she's never got over it, but I'm sick of reading about that, and it's only been 100 pages, so I'm hoping she gets over that, because I'm like, you can pick yourself up, like make your own plan. But that's my thoughts at the moment. My camera battery is going to die, so I'm going to charge that up, read a bit more and give you an update later on. It's 6:30 in the morning. I'm gonna have to call it a day. I'm spending more time looking at the wall than I am reading this book. I got another 6 pages, and I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, how do you know a middle-aged woman has written a rom-com? And it's when they say she did a swipe of lipstick. In this bit here it says she swipes on her lipstick, and I wasn't keen on the book anyway. I didn't feel a connection, I didn't find it funny, I didn't like the main woman, so that's always difficult when you're not rooting for them. And I don't even really think it's because I'm tired. I think I just genuinely wouldn't get on with this book. Maybe I would pick it up again in the future, but I'm just not sure I can hear her talk about her not being able to chase her dreams again, because obviously the big chat with him, whenever she decides to have that, will be about, you moved on and I didn't. It's like, you had the chance. Like, it's not his fault. He chased his dreams. That doesn't mean you were unable to. You just moved at a different pace. He went straight out of high school into his dreams. You had to wait behind. Just go at a different pace. Don't, why are you feeling sorry for yourself 17 years later? It doesn't make any sense. But, so yeah, this is going to be a DNF for me. So I had 1 5-star reread and 1 DNF. It's quite disappointing, but I feel like even if I did finish it, it would only be a 3 stars anyway. So with that being said, I'm calling this an all-nighter. I've stayed up. This is acceptable. So I'm gonna head to bed now. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I feel like it's a video we could do more often, because I tend to have a really bad sleeping schedule anyway, and I always want to read books in the middle of the night. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you very, very soon.